Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Red Wolves will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Arkansas's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air. It's Green. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Clapp. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Green. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete and charged loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is a...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Big going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Arkansas State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big too.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Rayner. He makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Summers. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Red Wolves now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Burris. And tackled there by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burris. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Green. The screen, he's got wheels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine.
Oh, they're faking it. And it's caught off the fake. First down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, the nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this time and they get going.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. From the gun, running back on the move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He might want another play. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Rayner. Quickly to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Takes the handoff. It's a play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Red Wolves have their offense in high gear.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. He's got it again. Fighting off the defender. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Green. The quick out. At the 20, he's got space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Makes the catch. It's Hill. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
It's a seam wide open. He gets it to the 30. Line, a big play for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
To throw, it's screen. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Rucker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A low line drive and short kick. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. To the air, it's Green. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Give to the running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 8 over Boston College. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
The Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No huddle offense to the line. Defense looks like they're coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun, give on the inside. The Razorbacks get enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Red Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Summers. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
Unleashes one deep. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be.